you much, Nicole. It is 6:19 on your first Monday of the month. Free Legal Advice Day. Attorney David Betras hanging out with us, answering your legal questions free of charge. Good to see you, my friend.
Good to see you. I left my boat.
I know,
I left my wife on my boat, and I came back just for you and Milana.
Milena. Hey, listen, you're getting there. It's baby steps.
Baby steps. I'm so sorry.
No, you're good. All right, so we already have a bunch lined up from Facebook. So
Yes.
This first one says this person was incarcerated a few times and says the facility didn't have proper health care in their opinion. They didn't give them their psych meds for 4 days, which caused them to go into withdrawal. And they said the symptoms were unbearable. They want to know if they can start or join some sort of class action lawsuit or what they should do about this.
There's no class action suit for that. If a jail has an obligation to medically treat prisoners, and if they didn't, that jail can be held responsible. But we see a lot of malpractice cases, but I tell people this about malpractice cases. It sounds crazy. No blood, no foul. In other words, you have to be seriously injured or die from a medical professional's mistake before there's a case. And there's a lot of legal reasons for that. But it sounds like he might have a case, but not a very big one. Best thing he could do is maybe file a complaint with the Department of Medical Board or write a letter to the jail. But 4 days without your medicine, unless there's some permanent injury, probably no case.
All right, this one also came from Facebook. This person said a person they used to talk to was threatening them, saying they would come to their house uninvited, sent pictures of their car to them several times. They say their tires have been popped, and then they recognized from their Ring camera that someone put something in their gas tank, and now they say their car needs a new engine. They also said they threatened them threatening text messages. The investigator, though, says she thinks it's going to be hard to prove all of this, so they just want to know what they should do about it.
So someone sends you a threatening text message and they don't know who it is. They know who it is. The police need to do their job here. Okay, they can subpoena wherever that text message came from and get who the owner of that account is. So the police are being a little bit lazy here. More importantly, from her Ring camera, and if she has threatening text messages, I suggest to you, listener, watcher, whatever, you go down and you file for a temporary restraining order. You're going to get an ex parte temporary restraining order against that person, and then they'll set it for hearing in a couple weeks. But usually you'd be surprised if you go on Amazon where you put cameras now with little tiny batteries in them, so if the person's still doing it and the police won't go do their job, not that I'm criticizing them, but if you have a text message, the police can trace down that text message. I only know this from doing hundreds of cases with text messages. There you
go. All right, this one came from email. This person said a parent pays child support to an adult child who is disabled. The child is now 34 years old. They want to know when and if the support can stop. Can it stop when the parent retires, or will they eventually collect it from the parent's pension?
So it will not stop. You have an obligation to support a disabled child. And it probably won't stop once you get a pension. It'll probably go down if you're not making as much. But that's one of the exceptions in the law, that you have to pay child support past the child's 18th birthday. That's one of the exceptions.
All right, there you go. All right, that does it for segment number 1. Remember, we'll be back here in
I'll be in the green room with my favorite weather person. Don't tell Jimmy that. I don't want Jimmy to get jealous. But Jody's a lot more fun. Yeah. I'm just saying.
So there's the number down at the bottom of your screen, 744-8821. You can call them in between segments or live during our second one, or send us a Facebook message as well. We'll be back with Dave here in a little bit and be back on the show with more